This act happened as a result of desperation among young men of today. A woman gave you a car, an act of love, respect for you, comfort for you. You sold it without her consent because she gave it to you. Young people, especially men, should stop seeing relationship as a tool to cheat, to steal, to destroy, or for arrogance. Welcome once again to this platform. This is a story that you might have heard before. I mean, you might have come across something similar, even though it is not something that is common, but it does happen. I'm not saying all young men are criminals. I'm not saying all young men are killers. I'm not saying all young men go with sugar mommy. What is sugar mommy? You know what I mean. When a younger man goes with an older lady that is rich, that relationship, you know what it is. A suspected, or let us say a suspect, allegedly killed his lover, 48-year-old Ijeoma Felix, in FCT, Federal Capital Territory, and then stole the victim's car and other valuables. The suspect, who was paraded at the IRT office in Abuja on Tuesday, confessed to having hit the victim with a pistol during one of their arguments at their two-bedroom residence in Lugbe area, FCT, Abuja. According to him, he met the lady on Facebook group. You know, this, I'm looking for boyfriend, I'm looking for wife. Some of these young men, they go on Facebook searching for sugar mommy this, sugar connect, matured women this, matured women that, all in the hope that they are going to have a better life, good life. They end up chatting these women. You know, it's never been a practice like that, although social media has made a lot of things clear, bold, more visible to everyone. It's not a practice, it's not a style, it's not a way of life that younger people will go with older people. I'm talking about a younger man, older woman. Of course, we've seen older men with younger ladies. That's been a practice, that's been something we know. But this is now a trend. These young men, 20s, 30, they go with these women that are closer to 50, closer to 60. They take care of their physical needs, while the woman takes care of their financial needs. That's how it works. So some of these women will end up using some spiritual, tools to control the man, to put him right, knowing fully well that he might be taking money off them and spending it on a younger lady. So they will want to make sure that they have insurance on whatever it is that they do with that younger man. Now, the younger man also is trying to be very smart. He wants to take as much as he wants, knowing fully well that it is going to be difficult for himself and the sugar mommy to have children or to have a life. Some of them go out with this sugar mommy, and people will often think that they are grandchildren or grandchild or whatever, or children of this sugar mommy. Like, madam, your son, this and that. This is something that they keep hearing every time. And, we in Africa, we do not express affection, love, like, whatever it is, publicly, like giving her a peck, a kiss, holding her every now and then, and all of that. It's not been our culture. So it might be difficult for people to say, oh, this is what it is. But right now, things have changed. Things have changed. It is now a common thing. It is something that is put out there. So this lady and this young man, they met each other. They started their relationship, of course. Money was being thrown around. It felt good. Car. He moved into the apartment of this woman. Of course, he has strength as a young man. That is what the purpose of this is. When you get a younger person, is it that because the person is more prettier as a woman, young and still, compact, composed together, well put together at that time? And when a woman goes for a younger man. You know what it is. Oh, he's still young. He has strength. He has this. He has that. And they feel good about it. Now, this is the style. This is the pattern now. They go for 19, 20. This is the age that they go for. They don't want one guy of their own age, a man of their own age, or someone who, who is older. They don't want unless they're looking for money. But these women are not looking for money. If they need money, they know how to go about their things. They go with their older men for, but when they need that physical satisfaction, they try to look for younger guys who want to please them extraordinary, Those men who want to do extra to make sure that they get money off from the woman. But unfortunately, something terrible happened in this relationship. He claimed, do not forget that the woman is gone. So she cannot say what happened. Now, he's claiming that the relationship turned abusive with him, with her. And he said that he is a victim here. He said the abusive relationship, you know how it is. That's your sugar mommy now. Your sugar mommy, don't you see the name? Sugar and mommy. You cannot separate it. It's either you take sugar or you take mommy. And you decide to take both of it. Tell me what mommies do. Mommy will say, sit down there. Take instruction. Do this and do that. Maybe that is what he's complaining, saying the relationship is abusive because he's being told what to do or he's being controlled. Well, he said that the circumstances that led to her death, he said he and Ijeoma had an argument over a Toyota Highlander she had given him, which he sold without her consent. Now, things escalated and the argument morphed into a physical fight, which led to her death. How? Did she bring out weapon? Why will you and a woman engage in a fight and the next thing you do is to take a pistol and you hit it on her head? Mortar and pistol. If you know what I'm saying, mortar and pistol. He took it and he hit it on her head. What are you talking about here? It means you want to kill. That's it. He took the Toyota Camry belonging to her along with her phone and some of her belongings, and he left the home after he murdered her. Look at that. He killed her. After ending that, he took all of these things. He was arrested while trying to change the documents of the car, of the Camry. He sold it for 1.7 million naira. He was trying to change the document, and that is when he was caught. Like, man, we've been looking for you. Come on, how can people be so wicked? This is just a lesson to many people who are going down this road. It doesn't have to be a sugar mommy. It could be your girlfriend, your fiance or something. It's two ways. I'm not saying women don't do the same thing. They kill men too. They do a lot of terrible things. But why? If you are in a relationship and you cannot control and you think things are not working the way you want it, you had an argument, it resulted into a fight. If you know you've done that and you think that's the payment, I don't know what happened in your relationship. If you think that's the payment for all the sacrifices and the services that you have rendered, and you know the car belongs to you, it's in your name, and it's like, why did you sell it? I gave it to you to keep you cool, calm, so that you can, if I need you to do something, you'll be able to move around. Why would you sell the car without my consent? Blah, 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 blah. If you want to move away from relationship, move away. Don't end up killing anybody. But he has killed this woman, and he's going to spend his time in jail for a very long time. It's a terrible thing. Why will you? From what we heard, they said that this madam took good care of him, made him fresh, gave him that to move around. Why will you end up killing this woman? Greed has taken over a lot of people. Do not fall into this trap. Do not be a victim. Do not end up in jail. Once you are in an abusive relationship, walk away. Once you know that things could go in a direction that you don't want, do not stay anymore in that relationship. Move on. Do not end up killing anybody because you will be caught, and when you are caught, you are going down. Look at him. He has killed someone. Is it possible for him to get out of this? It's not possible for him to get out of this easily. Don't forget to subscribe. Do not forget to like. Do not forget to share.